Hey YouTube, it's Lip Balm Queen here. Just want to get on here today, and I wanted to do a eyeshadow palette update. Everybody was wanting to know, since I did my declutter, what my collection looked like now. So I want to go ahead and do like a quick, try to do it quick anyways, palette collection that I have now that I've decluttered. I'm going to try to go through this pretty quick. The first palette that I decided to keep in my collection is the Smoked Urban Decay palette. And I will show it to you real fast so you can see what it looks like. It looks like this here. And I have used this as a palette of the week in my series, so I really do love this palette. I love anything Urban Decay. I love Urban Decay shadows. So this is definitely one I was going to keep. I kept the Naked 3 palette from Urban Decay. And it's a beautiful palette. Gorgeous colors. I love the rose shades and the rose gold. I love those. Of course, this is my palette of the week, so of course I kept my Too Faced chocolate bar. I love this one so much. Let me try to show it to you on the inside. It's so beautiful. And then I kept my Vice palette from Urban Decay. Looks like this. So I definitely kept that. Then I kept a few BH Cosmetic palettes because I just love BH Cosmetics. I kept my Eyes on the 80s palette. And I'll try to show you. It's kind of a little dusty, but those are the colors. They're so gorgeous. I love them. So yes, I love this palette. Kept that. And of course I kept my Take Me to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics. I love this palette so much. I love the brightness to it. I know I don't have any other palette that has this bright of colors. Like this one has some bright colors, the 80s one, but it doesn't have these. So I'm excited for this palette. I love this one so much. And then of course I kept my Missy Lynn palette from BH Cosmetics. I love this one so much. This is such a beautiful palette. I love these two, what are they, highlighters or something? Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. Love them. And then I kept my Forever Smoky palette from BH Cosmetics. And I used this as a palette a couple weeks ago. I really do love it. Not a fan of the lip colors, just because I don't like it with my shadows, but the colors are pretty. Just not a fan of having lip colors with my shadows. I just think that's kind of odd, but that is a really good palette. And of course, my Gem and the Holograms palette from Sephora. That was definitely going to stay in my collection no matter what, because I love this palette so much. And I'm a huge Gem fan. I love these shadows. Then I have, this isn't an eyeshadow palette, but it's a blush palette, and I am keeping this because I have not used this at all, and I want to actually get some use out of it. So this is one of the Disney Jasmine collection. It's a lip and blush palette, and I am going to be using this a lot coming up, but I was just, I definitely didn't want to get rid of it. I wanted to actually get some use out of it, so I am super excited for using this one. Then I kept my Urban Decay Pulp Fiction palette. And I'm very protective of this one. I keep it in the box and everything. Just love it. So this is what it looks like. Sorry about the packaging being dusty or powdery because I've been using it. I love these colors. It's so beautiful. I love this palette so much. And then, let's see, okay, good. I'm only 4 minutes in. Just wanted to make sure. I don't want to make the video super long. And then I have a Smashbox On the Rocks palette. And this one I did as a palette of the week, and I really do love it. I love the packaging of it. And I definitely love the colors inside. Look how gorgeous they are. I love how they have that shimmer in them because I love shimmery shadows and stuff. Not everybody likes that, but I do. I really do. I enjoy them. Then I'm keeping my Coastal Scents palette that I made myself. It's just a quad pretty much, the colors that I made in there. These are little shadow pots you can put in this little compact. But I decided to go ahead and keep that because I really do love the shadows. And they're really inexpensive, so it's like if I ever want to get more, I can just switch them out. This is the Urban Decay Emma palette. I love this palette. I have done this as a palette of the week. And look how gorgeous it is. Love these shades. Try to zoom in so you can see a little bit. So pretty. So definitely kept that. And this was one of, this was a Sephora palette. And this was probably my second Sephora palette I ever got. And I just really love this one for some reason. I just love the neutrals in it. It looks like this. This is called the Pocket Eye palette. It's real shiny. You just open it up, and inside it is dusty, guys, because you know I haven't wiped it off in a while. But it's a neutral kind of palette. You could do like everyday use on this. This is a really nice palette, and the shadows are really pigmented. I definitely am going to do it as a palette of the week coming up. I really do enjoy this palette, and I'm going to start showing some more love to it. It's one that I haven't put in my palette of the week yet, but I will be. But this one was my last week's palette. This was the Sephora Black Magic makeup palette. It looks like this. When you open it up, you have a mirror, and then you have your shadows. And I really do love this. I used the blushes last week on my cheeks, and I still didn't gravitate towards any other colors than just the main two here that I always go for. I always use just those two colors. I don't know why. Hopefully I'll soon gravitate. I did use a little bit of the gray last week, but maybe I'll gravitate towards the darker ones and do a smoky look or something. So I'm excited for that. Then I have another BH cosmetic, and it's the BH Party Girl. This is a good palette, guys. This is the one I use at 4th of July if I want to do like a beautiful 4th of July look. You have all your red, white, and your blue in there, the really bright ones. You can do so many looks with this palette. I love it so much. And BH Cosmetics is really inexpensive, so it's one of them things, if you're just starting out, you could definitely just go stock up on them palettes and be happy. And my friend Zoe on YouTube and on Instagram, she sent me this palette, and I have never heard of Sheer Cover? I know a lot of people have, but she sent me this palette, and I have never used anything from Sheer Cover. And I thought this was really nice because it has 3 shadows in it, and I will be using this for a palette of the week, one week coming up. But the shadows are so creamy. Like, I just swatched a few to see what the colors were, and they are super creamy. So I'm excited to use this palette. So it looks rough on the front, but inside the colors are perfect. So I'm excited for that. And then I recently got rid of all my revealed palettes except for the first one because I had already started like a Project Pan in that well, I think it was last year sometime. So I really didn't want to let this one go because I really love the colors in this, and it's just one that I've already showed love to, and I just wanted to keep it. So I've kept the revealed one, and it looks like this on the outside. And on the inside you can already tell I had already made some progress in it. But I really do love this palette, and I just really didn't want to let that one go. I felt like Revealed 2 and Revealed 3 like were so much like identical that I was like, there's no point in me even having it. Like, so I just got rid of both of them. And I didn't reach for them much, so I let them go. And then I'm keeping my Ulta palette. It's a spring palette from last year. I have barely touched this. I have actually swatched the colors and done some stuff, but you can't really tell much. But I'm definitely going to show some love to it this summer. I think these are beautiful colors, and this will be one of my palette of the weeks coming up. I am excited for this one. And then my Lorac Pro, my friend Zoe also sent to me. She had got a new one, and she's like, you know, I know you've always wanted a Lorac palette, so I'm going to send this one to you. So I was excited. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? I love all the colors in it. Love it. And sorry these are dusty. Like I said, mine are dusty because I use them and then I just toss them back. And then my friend from New Zealand, her name's Erin, she sent me this little quad. And I thought this was so cute. And I am going to end up using it soon. But this is, it's Be Indulged Eyes. And the colors on this are so cute. You have like a mauve shade, a white, and you have like a kind of a darker brown than a lighter brown. And this is going to be so pretty. I can't wait to do an eye look with that. But I thought that was really cute. Then I have the Naked Basics Urban Decay palette. I love this one so much. I always go back to this one. I have showed so much love to this one palette. I love it so much. And this is a great palette to have. Like, this is one of them everyday palettes you could use, always keep on hand. And I'm just a real big fan of it. Try not to blind you with the light. So I'm keeping that. And then the La Palette Nude from L'Oreal. I really love this palette. I've heard some things about it online saying it's not good, it's not worth your money. And then I've heard people say it's amazing. It's definitely the best drugstore palette out. And I agree. I think for drugstore, I think this is one of the best palettes because I love the way, the different looks you can do with this. And this was like my first palette I did for Palette of the Week in my series, and I love this palette so much. But look how gorgeous the colors are. Try not to blind you with the mirror. Isn't that gorgeous? And these are such beautiful colors on your eyes. Like, they're just beautiful. So I'm keeping those. Then I have all of the Maybelline palettes because I love these so much. The colors are hit and miss, like some of the shadows, but then this one here is my absolute favorite, the Blush Nudes. I love this one so much. It is compared so much to the Naked 3 palette, like identical to the colors. I love this one so much. So this is one I was definitely going to keep, no doubt. And I really kind of wanted to keep the collection going and not let go of it because I really do like them. There's some colors in here that I just love. Smoky Eyes, this is a really good palette for that, like perfect. Like, I really can do some smoky looks with this and I really love it. The Brights, you have to use a base and you have to use like a white, like I always use my NYX, the Milk shadow stick underneath, and then I apply one of the Brights colors because I do love the colors in here, but they're not very pigmented on their own, so you have to build it up, and that's the only downfall of the Maybelline products is you actually do have to build the product up. But the Nudes is the very first one they come out with, and I really do love this one just as, you know, just to have as a nudes one to carry around. But I do think there's better palettes out there for the if you want the neutral colors. And then the Rock Nudes, you can do a good smoky eye with this one, but you definitely have to build it up. That's how I feel with me using it. These are all my opinions too, by the way. It's not like someone's told me to say this. These are good palettes, but they're not the best palettes. So I'm just saying that now. I do love them. I always jump the gun to go get them whenever I see a new one's out. So I can't say anything bad for them because I do love the collection of them. But they aren't the best, like, shadows that, you know, in the world. So then I have these two Disney palettes. These were from the Frozen collection and the Beauty and the Beast collection that they did at Walgreens. And this one is Snow and Ice. This is the Frozen one with Elsa on the front. And if you look closely, the colors are just gorgeous. I'm trying not to blind y'all. They're really beautiful. And then the Belle one, super pretty. I love the colors in those, so I'm definitely keeping them. I'm trying to look at the clock, make sure I don't go over. And then more on the Disney collections. I have the two Ariel ones from the Ariel book collection they did in the Disney ones at Walgreens. I really do like these. They're so beautiful. I love that purple shade. I'm a huge fan of that, so I'm keeping those. And then I'm keeping the Disney Villains one, the Ursula. I love this palette so much. I love these colors. They're very pigmented, and I really do love this one. I'm keeping my NYC Individual Eyes palette that I recently got at Dollar Tree. It has the primer and I don't want to say a liquid eyeliner, but it's like a gel form eyeliner. And I really do love this. And then my awesome YouTube sister, Mimi Wallace, she got me this for my birthday last year. And I have loved this. I have loved this so much since she gave it to me. This is the this is my very first, well, this is my first MAC palette, I guess I should say. It's the Brooke Shields collection. And I just love these colors in here. They are so gorgeous. They just scream summer to me. But I definitely will be using it this summer, no doubt. But I used it like heck last year. I loved it so much. So thank you so much for that, Mimi Wallace. And then some more on the Disney ones. There is the Jasmine palette. And here is the Good versus Evil. I definitely had to keep those because I'm a huge Disney fan. I love Disney products, like their little like beauty products they come out with. And then Wet n Wild, I wanted to keep this palette here just because I love these shades right here. I don't even know if you can see them up top. I love those 3 shades so much, and they look so good on your eyes, so I definitely kept that just for that. I don't normally just keep it for a few shadows, but I had to keep that. And this one here, you have to have in your collection. This is the Comfort Zone from Wet n Wild. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I used this for a palette of the week, and I absolutely adored it. The whole time I used it, I loved it so much. You can do amazing eye looks with this one palette, and it's very inexpensive, so I'm excited for that. And the last 2 that I'm keeping is the Bomb Smoke Bomb palette that I have. It's like a little trio. And my thing's telling me I have low battery, so I'm having to hurry. It has 3 beautiful shadows in it that I love. It has a little mirror. I'm keeping that. And then the last one I'm keeping the Calvin Klein quad that I have in denim. It just slides. And it's just a beautiful quad. I love the shades in this. I just wanted to get on here and I wanted to do this real quick. And I am keeping all my Disney beauty books too. I'll probably do that on a separate video if you really want to see all that I have. But I hope you all have a wonderful day and you enjoyed this video. Thanks. Bye.